Good morning. That's us heading into October now. I'm making good use of this nice sunny day to get something done in the garden. We're due rain for the next few days, and I don't know if all you other gardeners are the same as me, but when the seasons start to change, you start itching to get moving on to the next stage, moving your garden forward to get prepared for the next season. And I'm itching now to pull up some of my borders, get the soil all prepared for next season. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I started off the year with onions in this border. I then went on to plant tomatoes in, which have all just come out yesterday. I'm absolutely swamped with nasturtiums this year. I also put some beetroot in here, which are still in, but they're not going to come to anything. I don't know why. Sometimes things work, sometimes they don't. Tiny little ones, been in there for absolutely ages. I'll pick out the bigger ones and take them home. But I'm just going to clear the whole thing, give the soil maybe a little rake, weed it out, and then we'll talk about soil amendment after that. See what we're going to do for this to make it better, more productive for next year. The soil in this border and the one further along isn't very good. I have put some manure in here in the past, last year or the beginning of the year, but I think it needs a bit more work before it's up to scratch really. There was beetroots really are showing the limitations of the soil. What is that? Oh, little onion. And there's another one as well. They've been missed. That one's alright. You'll use them. There you go. 10 minutes later, that's that border all cleared. Well, apart from that's a see if I can point to it with my finger. I found a little foxglove seedling, so I've left that in, and that's a little aqualesia. I just thought, why not leave them in, and the border look pretty, whatever veg I've got in there as well. So I'll show you how I'm going to amend this soil now. So this little line of things here is what I'm going to use. I've got, first I'm going to put on this is my own compost that I've just pulled from my compost bin. It's looking really good. That you can see that. Happy with that. This next bag is we raked all the floor off the hen run several weeks ago, and we weren't ready to put it on the garden, so we have bagged it. It should be beautiful. It was wood chippings and sawdust and all the hen droppings, so they've just been kind of rotting down in those bags for the last few weeks. That should be fabulous, and putting that on. I've got these comfrey leaves. I'm really just doing this for fun. I thought I would layer up, just lie the comfrey on the soil, because I've heard you can do that. It's really good for your soil. So I'm just going to pull these off and lie them between these layers of soil. And at the front there, that is a bucket of spent compost. I grew courgettes in there in the back garden, which I finished now. The compost is spent, but it's just good for adding to the structure of the soil and helping that along a bit and bulking up those raised beds a little bit as they settle. So I'm going to start putting those on now. compost on. Now this is the hen manure. I don't really want to touch this just in case. It's been gotten pretty wet in the bags. I don't know whether this is going to look any good really, it might look a bit of a mess. So I've got a couple of buckets of this. I think I'll spare for this board. I'm just going to try and sprinkle it on top of the comfrey to just try and pin it down so it doesn't just blow off. And that'll be that border done. So there we go, that's that border sorted out. Sadly it doesn't look very neat, which is disturbing us a little bit, but it should be fine, full of nutrition. I've come in the shed to do this bit because one of my allotment neighbours has just turned up, and I feel like a bit of a crackpot talking into the camera when there's someone else there. So that's the first bed prepared for the next season in my allotment. I'm quite happy about that. As I say, it looks a bit messy because of the comfrey leaves, but never mind if they do their job. Last year I did something similar with seaweed. We live by the coast and we went and collected some big bags of seaweed and we'll try to chop them up. I think we've got a video about that way back. We'll try to chop them up, but the shears were blunt. So I just strew them about on the borders. They did take longer than I expected to decompose down. However, they've all gone now, and one can only assume that that did the soil a lot of good as well. So I'm hoping for the same with the comfrey. I should probably go back down to the beach and get some more seaweed, really. All right, folks, I think that's the end of this video for today. I'm just going to make the most of this weather and do a little bit more tidying up in the allotment. I hope you lot are getting some nice weather where you are and getting all your allotment beds sorted out for the winter as well. All the best, and we'll see you on the next one, which I don't know when it'll be, if this rain carries on, or well, starts at any rate. Okay, see you next time. Bye, folks.